Okay guys, welcome back to another video on the big mighty BMW GS. I find myself in sunny London and I figured, you know what, we've had 2 weeks of rain and this has been the first lovely afternoon, and rather than spending it tucked away at home doing editing, which I probably should be doing, I thought I would come down here and try not to get run over by a bus. No, jokes aside, I just thought, you know what, let's head into London and have a look around. Let's do some car spotting, let's do some touristy things. Used to spend a lot of my life in London. I grew up here actually, spent the first 20 odd years in central London, in the Paddington area, and yeah, it's nice now that I don't live here. It's nice to actually come back and visit. Which way is he going? Oh, you're going that way. Thank you, mate. So yeah, let's go and have a look around, see what we can find car-wise. Go and have a look at some of the hotspot areas. You'll probably discover very quickly that my knowledge of high-end, expensive exotica is not particularly good, and I don't feature too much of that sort of stuff on my channel, yeah, it's probably for good reason, because I really don't know much of what I'm talking about. There's an S-Class. We're going to see lots of S-Classes, I can guarantee that. I appreciate the love and support the first couple of motorbike videos that I've put on the channel. I know it's something new, but as I said in the last one, I feel like I can just be me and speak freely when I'm on the bike, because it's my, I wouldn't say safe place, because it's definitely not safe, but it's a nice place to escape the world, and it's great bringing you guys along. Is that bus close enough? Yeah, probably. So we're in Notting Hill now. Holland Park is that away, and Notting Hill, the main part of it is that way, where all the good pubs and bars are. I used to live about a mile away from here and spend a lot of money in many pubs and bars around the area, including the Mitre, which is just there on the left. Used to be one of my haunts. In fact, let's go left here. Let's start off in the hill. Now, what we've got to be careful about is the majority of London nowadays is 20. Although I think this, nope, yep, this is 20. So 20 miles an hour. In a car, actually, it doesn't feel too bad, but on a motorbike, it really does. Probably get overtaken by a cyclist at 20 miles an hour. Quick shout out to BMW Motorrad UK and Neil for lending me this glorious bike. I've not been riding it as much as I should, partly because I've been away and partly because the weather has been atrocious. It's now approaching the end of July, so anyone from the UK will know exactly what I'm talking about. Is that a Gentine Blue Cayman S or something? Lovely. So big shout out to those guys for this glorious bike. Oh, look at that. Bit of old American muscle. And who else do we have to do big shout outs to? Well, we have to do a big shout out to Quadlock, an Australian company who produce unbelievably good phone mounts and holders. And in fact, once we get around this parked vehicle and survive, I'm not sure what you're doing, don't think you know what you're doing either. This is a Quadlock here, and hopefully I'm overlaying what makes them so brilliant. They are just fantastic. This has got the anti-vibration dampener on it as well, and they are the best in the business. I've always wanted one. I now have one on the bike, and I have a mount in the car as well, which is really handy. So yeah, big shout out to those guys, and big shout out to RST for supplying me with all my, yep, you got to give way there, there we go. You might be driving a luxury Portaloo but you've got to give way. This is Portobello Market. Hey, let's just go down Portobello Market because we can. I think you can in a car, you can, but on a bike it's just a little bit better. Hey, there's some utes on the motorbikes and all. So this is Portobello Market, which looks a little bit of a mess at the moment, but I believe Saturday morning is the time to head down here and check it out. Again, used to spend a lot of my life down here. There's a bar down there called E&O, where they used to be. It was pricey back in the day, 12, 13 years ago, so I can only imagine drink must be a tenner in there by now. Anyway, let's get out of this congested area and go and find some tasty cars. You can't go in those bicycle boxes, so how's it going? So yeah, big shout out to RST. As I said, I kind of stopped talking back there because I think I almost got run over for about the 10th time since I've been in London. But they have sent me a load of lovely gear, and they're about to send me out some more for my Euro trip, which is imminent now. What was my journey like into London from where I live? I live out near Silverstone, so it's about an hour and a half on a good run, and it was an hour and a half because there was very little traffic. And yeah, it was okay. I think I'm very quickly discovering that motorbikes on the motorway are relatively boring. I had my screen right up, which blocks some of the wind, and I tend to get right down like this on the tank where it's safe to do so. As soon as you're out of the wind, it is actually really nice. But I'm sure that's just tall people problems. Alright. Oh, B5 Alpina, yes. So we're now on Ledbury Road, and this place on the left here, which looks like it's getting refurbed, the Walmer Castle, that is where I spent everything I earned back in 2009, 10, maybe a little bit of 11. Yeah. Good times though, good times. No idea how I did it. I definitely couldn't repeat that today. I think one of those nights would take me out for 2 weeks in this day and age, but great memories and fantastic place to hang out. And yeah, that's when I worked in the fashion trade as a model booker, and it was quite a stressful environment, a very stressful environment, and I kind of felt like I needed to go out on a Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and sometimes a Sunday night. But yeah, I'm not condoning that. It was when I was a lot younger and I could do that. Right, let's go and find some cars. Nice Space 992 there. Ooh, look at that. That is beautiful. I wonder if that's Matt Watson's old RS6 press car. Lovely RS4 as well. That was nice. Green over tan RS6. I bet you that was Matt's old one on the 21 plate. That would, yeah, that's about right. Lovely, lovely jubbly. Let's see how many electric cars there are. Obviously we're going to see a lot of Taycans in London because there is money, and there's a lot of people that are buying them for tax reasons, which, let's face it, is most of the reason most people buy EVs. It's not because... Which way you go, mate? Oh, there you go, indicator, you found it. Yes, good one, good one. Oh, look at that, that is ugly. Ugly, Iconic 6, or Ionic 6, or I don't know what they're called. Nice colour, but ugly, ugly, ugly bike. Car, you know what I'm talking about. DB9, nice. Let's go up here, there's another Portaloo, they're quite popular in London. This 20-mile-an-hour thing is actually more challenging than I thought on a big bike, because big bikes are stable once you've got them going. Lovely Estoril Blue M235i, oh, B7 RS4 Saloon. almost rarer and cooler than the Avant, dare I say. I've been given a lot of useful tips, especially after my first video on this bike. Almost called it a car then. And I've taken a lot of them on board. Some of them, like not using my right foot as an initial brake, because this GS, essentially if you pull the right handbrake here, which is normally just a front brake on many bikes, that actually operates both brakes. So it's a very clever system, but I still believe that if I'm just wanting to adjust my speed or just show people that my brake lights are on, like here, I prefer to use my foot. My hand's always ready because I know if I really need to slow down, obviously the handbrake is the one. But maybe I'll change my habits and do what many people are suggesting. I am taking that on board. What else have people told me? My lane discipline, which I know isn't perfect, but the problem is, again, where I live, or the majority of roads in the UK, it's really difficult to adhere to the by-the-book lane discipline because the roads are horrendous everywhere. So I think you kind of need to adapt your lane discipline depending on the state of the road and the conditions around you. But again, forgive me if I am wrong. And what is going on here? Do you like that? I kept my balance at about 4 miles an hour. Oh, look at this traffic. But the good thing is, well, oh, someone's not happy. Well, I would normally go on the outside, but let's just stop traffic and I will just roll along the inside. Am I doing anything wrong here? I don't know. Obviously I'm keeping an eye out for people getting out of doors, but if I can creep up to the lights just like that. Why is everyone so far away from the pavement? That's really bizarre. Even the bus. I don't understand that. Traffic. The problem with a GS as well is, unlike a bicycle or a moped or a smaller motorbike, in London it's not what I would call nippy. You're not going to send it down small gaps, at least I'm not. Again, everyone's... why is everyone on the outside? It's like people's lane discipline on motorways and stuff. I don't understand. Why is everyone out there? Very confusing and weird. No, I need to be out there. And thankfully the van is letting me go. Let's watch out for this bus because it's not indicating. Is it going to come out at me? No, but that taxi might. So let's just keep our distance. Not going to get anywhere very quickly anyway. Are we at 20 miles an hour maximum speed? Wow. So this on the left is Kensington Gardens. That was Kensington High Street that we've just been on. Taxi's thinking about pulling out, but it's not going to. That's good. Yeah, it used to be a good place to go shopping. Kensington Gardens is a beautiful, beautiful park. Turns into Hyde Park. We're going to go right down here and hopefully start seeing some interesting machinery. Well, I bet you that number plate is worth more than the smart car. And I'm not knocking a smart car because I used to have a smart car, in fact, when I lived on the outskirts of London, and it was a brilliant, brilliant bit of kit. It was the predecessor to that one. That's a newer version, but yeah, it was a great little runaround. How is everyone anyway? Let me know in the comments below. Out of 10, how are you feeling? 1 being not particularly good, 10 being fantastic. I've been about a 4 or 5 recently. It's a nice big bit of rubbish in the road. Let's go left here. Hopefully this father with children spots me. Oh, look at those cocktails in the sunshine. Lovely jubbly. Oh no, look at those rim protectors. They look horrendous. How is everyone? Oh, nice. 997. Oh, loads of mirror. 997 turbo. Come on, Joe. You need to be quicker than that. You need to be looking further ahead. Oh, GTC 4 Lusu. Oh, 928. Beautiful. Lovely 740 LD. Oh, is it 20 again down here? It's ridiculous if it is. I mean, I get it in many parts of London, but 20 along here. Oh, look at that Lamborghini Urus in yellow. Horrible thing. It is 20. And we're going straight here. Rather bashed up 5 Series behind us. Or was it an M5? I don't know. No, not an M5. So this in front of us is the Cromwell Road, which is essentially the A4 that turns into the M4. So if you go that away, where that Aston Vantage Volante is going, you will get to Heathrow Airport, and then the M25, and then Swindon and Wales, and yeah. Really, really nice part of town, this. South Kensington, not far from where I used to work in the modelling agency. That was down just off the King's Road and Jubilee Place. Might have to head down there for old time's sake. There's a Lamborghini showroom down that way, but Lambos don't really interest me. It's not that the cars don't interest me, it's the people that own them. Most of the owners, just not a fan. Not all of them, but most of them. But that's just me. That's just me. What can we see? Oh, a lovely 997 Gen 2. Looks fairly base. We've got a Panamera there. Now, can I overtake the cyclist? Staying below 20 miles an hour. I think I can, just about. Oh, she's probably going to do me a bit later down this straight. There's a Taycan plugged in with a massive trip hazard. I'm actually surprised and quite pleased to see that there's not too many EVs in London, because the last time I was out and about in London, about 2 years ago, I feel like there was a lot more. Oh, there's a Ferrari Roma. Someone famous lives down that road. I can't really say who it is because it's confidential, but someone famous. There's a lot. There's probably a famous person on pretty much every road around here. It's the only people that can afford to live here. Those wheels could probably do with a refurb. I would estimate that the smallest shoebox in this area, when I say shoebox, I mean you would struggle to get this bike in it, would probably be £1 million. I mean, a 1-bedroom flat would be £1 million around here, if not a bit more. I don't completely quote me on that, but I wouldn't have thought I'm too far wrong. Ah, it's another smart car. See, it's good to see smart cars in London, and it's also not bad to see EVs in London. I have no issues with EVs in London because, well, that's where they should be. That's where we should have, that's where the governments and the politics should have focused on, trying to electrify big cities, or at least attempt to electrify big cities. Reduce the car size, so get rid of big cars and bring in small cars and motorbikes. Encourage that. So this is the King's Road. It's a big, long road. I think it starts at Putney behind us, probably about 2 miles back, and heads all the way down towards well, the river, Parliament, that sort of area. Spent a lot of my life on the King's Road. Let's just poke it down here. Both when I was younger, helping my dad out with work and riding down to the river, which is not far, probably 300, 400 meters that way. Anyway, oh, lovely F12, very nice, classy spec. Although this has got a quick shifter, someone helpful, a couple of people helpful actually, did point out that it's not really worth using the quick shifter from first to second because it's a bit clunky. It's really difficult to get that perfectly timed and smooth. Second, third, fourth, fifth, up, you know, all the way up from the box. Once you're in second is fine, but first to second, it is best to still use the clutch. No, they're just hanging. All right, let's swing a left here. Let's go on the back of these girls. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is Jubilee Place, and this on the left, at least used to be Storm Models. Just up there. Yep, my office was just there. It was a big table. There was 20 people sat on the table, probably. Yeah. Stressful time. Learned a lot though, and definitely gave me some resilience in life that I never had before I worked there. So was worth the stress and led me on to other things. Yeah, no regrets, but definitely wasn't easy. That was a hard time of my life. Right, let's go here. There's the original Panamera 12 plate. Let's see, that thing's ugly. That thing is, there's no other word for it, is there? I mean, it was ugly when it was new, but now it's really aged badly. Unlike the original Cayenne, that I think isn't a pretty car, but it's somehow a cool car. And I know they've got a bit of a cult following now, and I get that. I really do. I think it's, yeah, somehow pretty cool. This is going to be a long video, so respect to anyone that watches all of it. A Lotus Elise. Wow, look at that. That must be an individual. Is it Imola yellow? Oh, I don't know, but it might look good back in the day, but to me that really does not look great. There's another B7 RS4 Saloon. Is that the same one? I don't think it is, you know. I think the other one was blue. I can't remember. But that is cool. Much cooler than anything else around here. Nice S4 there. I like understated cars like those. Not that X-Type 2.5 in front. Not that understated. I like understated good cars. Nice. Cayman GTS 4 litre in crayon. Life is good. Do we dare go down towards Harrods? I mean, this traffic is pretty bad. I mean, it's 25/7. I thought it would have chilled out a little bit, but Oh, lovely. What's that? That's a SF90. See, I told you I'm not very good with my super duper cars. Ah, so you can only turn left here now. Oh my goodness, what a nightmare. Yeah, once upon a time, this would have been a fantastic street to live in, but not now. Not with this traffic. Every other car is a chauffeur. And yeah, I just wouldn't fancy it. Too busy. Take you an hour to get anywhere because you're basically stuck here. Oh, look at that. I'm not going to really say what I think about it. The Brabus G-Wagon, followed by yet another Portaloo. There are so many of them. Brabus G. Oh, AMG. Is that just a GT on a 19 plate? Don't know. It's pretty cool though. Great looking cars. They must not have sold many of them because you don't see too many AMG GTs. I know they weren't cheap, but by today's standards, they're good value. Wonder what they're worth nowadays. Is that a GT? Is it a GT or a GTC or I don't know. Okay. Now, of course, the yellow box junction thing applies on a motorbike, so he's alright. He's just going to get through there. So we'll just get out of the yellow box. Make sure we don't get a fine. Oh man. Is this a big mistake going down here? Or maybe it's not, because we're going to see some cars. See, that's one of those off-road Lamborghinis, isn't it? Number 63. Oh, Pecco Bagnaia, MotoGP riders, number 63. Just you got to ask yourself why. I mean, having a Lamborghini in London, a normal Lamborghini in London, doesn't make sense, or any sports or supercar, because you can't do anything except for sit in traffic and do 20 miles an hour. Having an off-road Lamborghini or something that pretends to be good off-road makes even less sense. So I guess if you're going to have one, you're going to have that. That Range Rover has a number plate 797, was it? That's it. I've been in London, what, half an hour, 40 minutes? I want to get out already. I want to get out. Oh, we have a little bit of Sloane Street that's open. There's that Brabus. Look at it. It's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Okay, well, this is oh, I can see an M2 CS. Wait, did they do a CS in white? I don't think they did. Oh, they must have done. Oh, Qatari plates. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Wow, this looks miserable, doesn't it? People crossing. There we go. Now let's just go this way, and then this way, and then this way. And he's coming across. Okay. Okay, we've escaped the traffic. Yes. Here we go, Wilton Crescent. Oh, nice. RS6. I mean, doesn't matter how many RS6s you see, you've still got to appreciate them, haven't you? That is beautiful. Is that an old 280 or something? Excuse me if I got that wrong. That's an S63. That's been there since it was new. It's a proper gangster spec. She's just like, yeah, I'm going around you because I'm in a Chelsea truck. Yeah, Wilton Crescent. Wow, this is, I mean, these houses just here. Whew, beautiful. And when I say houses, many of them are houses. They're not flats, they're houses. 6-story or whatever. Most of them go down, I think, 2 stories. Hyde Park Corner is very much like the London equivalent of the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. So, those of you that know what the Arc de Triomphe is, basically it's a nightmare in a car, on a bike, on a bicycle, I assume on a motorbike. Once again, everyone is out. Why is everyone out? So weird. They're all dying to get in the outside lane. It's not going to be any faster. It never is these days, never is. Little bit of traffic coming up here. Yeah, Hyde Park Corner. Beautiful again. Asbury, London. So that, I believe, is going to be another 5-star hotel, or maybe is it a 7-star? I can't remember. But they've been building that for years, since about probably about 2018. So what's that? 5 years into development. Can you imagine how much that would cost? Right, let's get out. I assume it's still only 20-mile-an-hour limit around here. And yeah, we just got to hold our ground as this Merc comes over. Oh, it's a X530D thrifty car rental. That wouldn't be bad, would it? Be a very, very nice hire car. Wonder what that would be worth. I bet you they're paying 350 quid a day for that, probably. Who knows? They might have booked it 7 years ago. Or Maybach S-Class. I mean, they do nothing for me. They look tacky and nasty, but still. And there's another Urus. They really do nothing. They are absolute epitome of tack. What's in there? Oh, it's a Porsche showroom. That is the new Porsche showroom. I did not know that. So that has relocated from Berkeley Square, where it's been for many, many years, and now it's up here in Piccadilly. Not sure about that as a move. Just a pain in the arse to get to up here. An absolute pain in the arse. There used to be an Audi showroom just along here on the left. Not to mention the rent they must be paying. I mean, yeah. Okay, it's got some kudos saying you have a showroom on Piccadilly. Oh, Phaeton. Oh, My car knowledge. I should have brushed up on it, shouldn't I? Really should have done. I had to stop and change some GoPro batteries because I'd actually been going for almost an hour. Hopefully I've massively edited that down for you guys because you don't want to listen to that. But while we're on that note, let me know, are you enjoying these videos? I guess if you got this far on the video, then you are. This was spit us straight out into Mayfair, so we're going back across Piccadilly where we were just before my batteries decided to die. Let's hope this Hero 11 battery lasts a bit longer because, well, it doesn't have replaceable batteries. Oh, Taycan 4S Sport Turismo, I think. Yeah, nice car. Just a shame, once again, that it's electric, I guess. I think my biggest issue with Taycan is their range, which will surely be sorted out soon. There's another one, look at that. Blue, I don't know what blue that is, but it's a blue. Yeah, I think a realistic range in most Taycans, mistake me if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, is about 220 miles on a good day, which for me just isn't good enough. Keep an eye on doors, keep an eye on doors, keep an eye on doors. And here we go. So we got Range Rover, Deliveroo drivers, and an Uber behind me in a Prius. It's all dangerous. Let's all go. Let's do a lap of Berkeley Square. See what we can see. Gotta see something special. Come on. Deliveroo drivers, riders trying to take me out. He's trying to take me out. You've got to give way there. Oh, what a lovely evening. Oh. No, it's just got loads of M Performance kit. See, that's where Porsche West London used to be. Just there where those red canopies are. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame that it's not still there. There's another Portaloo. Good to see. I'm really desperate for the toilet, actually. I'm going to see my parents after this for dinner, and I will be using their lavatory and putting on a fresh and non-sweaty t-shirt on that I have in my bag with some lovely shorts. I'm very much looking forward to that. Then I have the journey home afterwards, so I'm not going to leave it too late because I want the journey home to be mostly light. There's a Ferrari HRO and showroom. Anything nice in there? Roma and an SF90, I believe. Ooh, 296. 296 is a good looking car. I have seen one in the flesh, but it's a great looking car in photos, and it's a great looking car in the flesh. Proportions are just right. I even like the numbering 296. I know that sounds really bizarre, but some numbers really work and others don't. Yeah, that is bizarre, isn't it? 488, another good one. In fact, most of Ferraris, 599. Yeah, yes, 599, 598 GTO. 612 on the other hand doesn't sound so great, and it wasn't that great. So maybe the numbering system relates to how cool the Ferrari is. F40, throw a letter in there. F50, Enzo, get rid of the numbers altogether. La Ferrari. Oh yes, that is gorgeous. 812 GTS Aperta. I think I got that right, actually. Right, let's go back down where we were on Mount Street, because there's always something to look at down here. Sometimes good stuff, sometimes not. Oh, There's another Portaloo. It's a heritage edition. It's the same one that Petrol Ped's got. Oh, except that's a 110 and Ped's is a 90. Oh no, I'm learning stuff. Wow, that's interesting. There's that M2CS that we passed earlier on. That's a nice DBS. Another Portaloo coming towards me. And then S-classes. This is like S-classville. Oh, there's that Brabus again in front of us. Wow, London is a small place when you're car spotting. Another thriving pub. Yeah, I mean, Brabus just is not ideal for London, is it? Although, well, off he goes. And I'm doing 20. I don't think he's quite doing 20. I know I sound like a bit of a by-the-book Joe Achilles. M135i. Nice. Oh, M760 Li. Big in the game. Yeah. Let's go up to Park Lane and we can finish it on Park Lane because it's a beautiful place to finish a video. Oh, that thing is just, it's a little bit much for me. Okay. There's BMW Park Lane. Never as cool as when it has Imran's entire collection in there. Oh, there's an M3 Touring in there. It's pretty cool. See, this is difficult because if the traffic's doing 25 miles an hour, you kind of need to be doing the speed that the traffic's doing, otherwise it gets dangerous. Oh, is there going to be something at the Dorchester? Have I just made a big mistake? No, there's not. There's nothing. Literally nothing. I haven't made a big mistake. Relieved about that. I don't know what I was thinking by not going to the Dorchester. Let's get in front of this taxi. See, I had to accelerate there, otherwise I'm in danger. I'm not going to go right here down Curzon because I want to drive or ride past one of the coolest streets in London. This street. Why? Because it's Achilles Way. That's right. It's not my street, unfortunately. I wish it was. Oh, let's get out. Let's get out. Let's get out. Now in front of us is Achilles' statue. There you go. And that is Hyde Park. Just going to get out of the way of this taxi. I mean, if you sit at 20 miles an hour, it's actually quite dangerous on a motorbike because you have traffic rushing up behind you because nobody sits at 20 miles an hour. 20 miles an hour on Park Lane is just ridiculous. I mean, it's just a silly, silly speed limit. Now, is this a bus lane or not? I don't know. I really don't know. The road markings are a joke. Look, what does this, like, which, I don't know what the lanes mean. I don't know. Guys, as we join Marble Arch, it's probably a good time for me to sign off. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been interesting and enjoyable for me. I won't be coming back to London anytime soon in a nice car or on a nice bike because it just makes no sense why anyone would choose to come to London in a nice car is beyond me. But hey, maybe the novelty has worn off years ago when I lived here. But hopefully you've enjoyed some of this video. I'm sorry that we didn't manage to find any ridiculous cars. But yeah, there you go. It might be a little bit of escapism for someone. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. So big thanks once again to BMW Motorrad UK and Neil for letting me use this wonderful GS for the past couple of months. I will be taking it out somewhere beautiful, hopefully the Alps, in the next few weeks. Big thanks to RST for the support and love that those guys and girls are giving me. Really awesome. Love your gear, I really do, and I really appreciate everything that you do for me. And final thanks goes once again to Quadlock for producing such a fantastic phone mount. Just means I can use Waze and glance at my phone for phone calls and stuff once I've got it hooked up to an intercom system on my helmet, which is coming very soon. Yeah, got a very special intercom system coming because this one just doesn't work, and yeah, not particularly good. But we'll talk about that in the next video. Guys, take it easy and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.